What's going on, everyone? In this video I'll be talking about the SAT October study routine because SAT August just passed and I know you guys either did really well or did really bad, and you probably want to improve your score no matter what when it comes to the next SAT that's coming up in October 1st. So literally right in the beginning of October. So in this video, let's talk about the key tips that you can use to make sure you improve your study routine so you can get a 1600 on your next SAT. The first tip, and this tip is something that I always talk about in a lot of my videos, and I think it is probably the best regime to have so that you hit both the math and the reading parts of the exam equally. And that is to alter between 2 days SAT math and then 2 days reading. You want to follow this schedule literally from now up until your SAT exam, because by doing this two-day split, you're making sure you hit both math and reading section equally, because at the end of the day, you do want to hit both sections equally because you want to improve your score on both sections. That way you can, get that 1600, get whatever score you want. Now, that being said, let's say this is your second SAT, and let's say you got like an 800 or a super high score on your math SAT, then you don't really care about it anymore. You don't really want to focus on it. You just want to focus your full attention on reading, because that way you can super score your previous math score and your reading score for the upcoming SAT. You can do that, that's perfectly fine. But for most cases, a lot of students don't have a super high score on one section alone. Usually they have like an average score on both. So we want to focus on improving both. Now, if you want to focus only on one section, then maybe instead of 2 days, you want to do a 3 day, 1 day split, like 3 days reading, 1 day math. Maybe let's say you got 800 on math, right? So that makes perfect sense. But let's say average case, I want you guys to do a 2 day split. That way you're hitting both math and reading equally. And with that being said, I do want to make a quick note, and that is that SAT reading is harder, right? It needs more time of study. So, the 2 day split, while that is, one of the perfect study regimes that exist, maybe that 2 day split consists of you studying 3 hours of math a day for the 2 days and then 4 hours of reading. You want to be mindful that SAT reading takes more time, right? It's harder, right? Problems are harder. You have to understand what the author thinks, how the story is being written. There's a lot of moving factors, while math is more like clear cut and simple. So it does make more sense to spend a little more hours on the SAT reading section when you are studying it than is SAT math. So if you find yourself studying the two sections of unequal amount when it comes to hours, it's fine as long as you are dedicating days to each section. SAT math is a section you really want to improve your score on, and I have a course in the description below that you guys can use to get an 800 on SAT math. So if you want like a compact learning course for SAT math, then be sure to check that out. When it comes to SAT reading, there's Khan Academy, there's general reading articles. Just reading books in general will help you improve your score, because you're improving your comprehension ability, improving your reading ability. My next tip, and this tip you guys probably would not like because you guys hate exams. I'm sure you guys hate the SAT, but that is to take a practice exam every Saturday, and maybe even 2 exams per week. Now, I know you guys are like, whoa, 2 exams a week is a lot. Well, in comparison, you only have a month left. Literally today, September 1st. So by October 1st, which is literally in a month, you will have taken about like 7 to 8 exams, right? And that's actually a really good amount. You have to understand, College Board has released 10 public exams that any student can take. So if you're doing 8 out of 10 of them, that's a really good sign that you're exposing yourself to the problems you probably will face on the SAT. You're exposing yourself to the patterns, the language of the SAT, the readings, the types of problems, everything that will help you improve your score. So that is why I do recommend taking practice exam every Saturday, maybe 2 a week, like a Wednesday and Saturday. Also, another big reason that I want you guys to do that is because it helps you, gauge your score. Like, what if you're actually declining? What if every week you're getting worse and worse? Don't you want to fix your study regime before it's too late? Before you spend like 20 hours studying the wrong way and your score is just decreasing? You want to make sure you nip that in the butt right away. So that is why take that exam, those 2 exams every week. Make sure you see an improvement in both sections. Otherwise, let's say you're improving a lot in math, improving very little in reading, then maybe you might want to switch to a 3 day, 1 day split, or still keep the 2 day, but spend like 5 hours a day for SAT reading, right? As opposed to like 2 hours for SAT math. So that's how you want to start to think. You want to adapt your own study regime that's unique to you as you see your growth, to see where you're improving, where you're weak on. And that's really what's going to help you improve your personal score, because I can give you guys tips, I can give you guys the perfect study routine that I use, but at the end of the day, everyone's different, people learn differently, people process differently. So you want to make sure you are using this blueprint of this SAT study routine I'm giving you guys, but you still want to adapt it as you go, as you study, as you learn more. My 4th tip, it's okay to get a tutor. I know there's sometimes people say, nah, I want to self-teach myself. I'll be that cool person who can say, oh yeah, I did it all myself. No one cares. At the end of the day, colleges don't care how you got a good score. They just care that you did get a good score. So if you wanna, get a tutor, there's nothing wrong with that. I'll check my description below for if you do want tutoring, right? I have people who are great tutors that can help you get the score you want, 100% success rate, everything. So if you want tutoring, don't, be dismayed from it. Obviously it costs like a little more money, but at the end of the day, it's so you can get your good score. If you get a good score, you get to good college, good career, you're gonna make that money back times 1 million, all right? So you will be fine. It's like that, invest in yourself now and it'll pay dividends in the future, like much more, 10x return. So be sure to get a tutor if you need it. A lot of students, sometimes they aren't the best at studying themselves. If you know you're that student who really can't stay focused on your own, you can't really self-study, get that help, okay? That's gonna help you. Don't refrain from it. It's gonna help you a lot. And now the next/last tip is the logistics of this upcoming October SAT. The results will come before the early application deadline, okay? So let's say you take October 1st SAT, don't dismay yourself from taking it because you're like, oh man, I'm not gonna get the results in time, I won't be able to send it to colleges. Most colleges actually accept SAT scores even after the November 1st deadline. So, don't worry about that. Take the October SAT, don't think, there's no point taking it because my scores won't come in time. One, they will come in time. Two, even if they don't, if there's a 2-week delay, colleges don't care. They allow you to submit the score after the early application deadline. But don't worry about that stuff. And then of course, you guys are probably like, how's the curve gonna be like for this upcoming October SAT? I will go more in depth into that in a later video, but do understand that October SAT is, I think, one of the harder SATs, so the curve. But when I mean harder, I mean like the curve is a little more harsher. So I don't think, the curve, if you get like one question wrong, you might end up getting like -20, maybe -30, but most likely -20. It's not too harsh, nothing crazy. With that being said, I want you guys to use these tips, implement them, check out my course. If you need tutoring, check the description below, full details right there. Thank you all for watching. Let's ace this October SAT, get a 1600. Peace.